Hi everybody, I hope you're all doing really well. So today I'm back to talk about the books I read in June of 2023. So June was an okay reading month. I think I read 8 books in total, 7 of which were new to me books and 1 was a reread. So starting off with the books I read for the first time, we have Daughters of Sparta by Claire Heywood, All the Feels by Olivia Dade. This is the follow-up to Spoiler Alert, which I read earlier this year. Wavewalker, which is a memoir by Suzanne Heywood. As far as I know, not related to Claire. The Secrets of Harwood Hall by Katie Lumsden. Love Theoretically by Ali Hazelwood. Hidden Hands, The Lives of Manuscripts and Their Makers by Mary Wellersley. And Uncrowned Queen, The Fateful Life of Margaret Beaufort, Tudor Matriarch by Nicola Tallis, which is also the book that I've had on my TBR since 2020 and therefore the longest. So hooray, I've got this read. And then the one reread that I had was Romancing Mr. Bridgerton by Julia Quinn, the 4th book in the Bridgerton series and the book which is going to be the basis for season 3. Basically, as you might be able to predict, the first lot of photos for season 3 came out and I was just like, well, I guess I have to reread the book then. So I found the audiobook, I blitzed through it, and yeah, it's definitely my favourite of the ones that I've read so far in the Bridgerton series, so I'm very much looking forward to the TV show. I had one DNF this month, unfortunately, and that was The Dance Tree by Kiran Millwood Hargrave. I know everybody's been loving this, and I know that the paperback especially has been having this massive campaign recently. I'm seeing loads of people read it, and I don't know, it's just not for me. I think it's one that potentially I could come back to one of these days, but I feel like this particular book has been a good lesson in you shouldn't buy things and read things just because everybody else is talking about them, that I need to wait until I'm personally getting the motivation to pick up a particular book. You know, probably nothing wrong with this book. I could probably enjoy it in a few months' time, in a few years' time, but it's just not for me right now. In terms of my star rating breakdown, I have 1 book at a 3-star, which was Daughters of Sparta, 1 book at a 3.25, which is All the Feels, 3 books at 3.5, which were Wavewalker, Love Theoretically and Hidden Hands, 1 book at a 4-star, which was Uncrowned Queen, and then lastly 1 book at a 4.5, my favourite book of the month, which was The Secrets of Harwood Hall. So yeah, kind of an average reading month in terms of star breakdown, but I'm glad to see that there's at least 1 book that's going to be in my best books of the year so far video. Look forward to that coming soon. For the genre breakdown of the new to me books, we had 1 myth retelling, 2 romance books, 1 memoir, 1 historical fiction and 2 history, so we're a bit more varied than we have been in previous months. And those books also broke down to 3 books non-fiction to 4 fiction, once again regaining a bit more balance. In terms of doing dedicated single review videos for each of these books, I'm kind of having to hold this space. As you know, I have taken a bit of a booktube break over this past month and trying to kind of recalibrate, think about how I am thinking about how I'm planning my videos, working on like a backlog of previous individual book reviews that I haven't managed to get done in the past few months. So I don't want to say for definite anything is going to get a dedicated review video for it yet. I've also been tinkering with the idea of not bringing back wrap-up videos where I would talk about every single book that I read in a given month and give a short little review. But I feel like definitely since I started doing these roundups, which are not talking in depth about the books, that there are a lot of books that because I don't have masses and masses to say about them, they just end up getting missed, and I would like to bring back a little spot for that. But yeah, leave that with me, I'll see how we go. Then looking back at my TBR to see where that is at, I started June the 1st with 25 books. I read 6 from my existing TBR, I DNF'd 1, and I bought and received 2 books, which has brought my overall TBR down to 20 books, which to be honest I'm pretty thrilled about. My TBR might actually get under 20, this is amazing. This genuinely hasn't happened since 2020, so I'm pretty chuffed about that. And then finally, to kind of whet your appetite for July reads to come, we're going to talk about the books that I'm currently reading. So far I am just past halfway through the audiobook for David Copperfield, but because I was enjoying it, I did want to pick up a hard copy. Yeah, I basically saw that the Richard Armitage audiobook that is currently available on Audible and has for the longest time been like a free audiobook that was included with your membership, they're actually going to be taking it off the Plus catalogue, so you're going to have to buy it as an individual audiobook from I think the 4th of July onwards. So basically when I saw that, I was just like, I've got to read it now, I've got to listen to it now. So I'm currently filming this video on the 1st of July, and so I've got like a good 300 pages of audiobook that I still have to get done because I just wanted to hear Richard Armitage doing it. He's got a lovely voice. And yes, I am thinking about John Thornton the entire way through. The other book that I'm currently reading is What is History Now? This is a collection of essays written by prominent historians, and it's a shame that I hadn't managed to finish this in June because I feel already, even though I'm only about a quarter of the way through, this would definitely make it onto my best books of 2023 so far video. I'm really enjoying this. But there we go, those are all of the questions for my roundup for this month. I hope you enjoyed it. Please do let me know any books that you read in June that you particularly recommend. I'd love to hear from you. I hope you're having a fantastic day, and I look forward to talking to you again soon. Thanks. Bye.